I was still talking with famous people. And I've given this live stream the provocative title, Flow State Said What? The reason is because I finally got around to reading the last two texts that that person sent me the other night. And they said, additionally, besides me drugging Rachel and whatever else I said the other day, it said that I have meth teeth and that Rachel's parents are heartbroken she's with me. Do I believe Flow State said these things? No, I don't. Until I verify it for myself, I don't actually believe he said those things. But even if he did, people say shit, whatever. I will give this following statement a rating of true. I do have meth teeth. That's true. But I don't know. I just am thinking it's possibly unlikely that Taylor would critique me on that particular point. Seems unlikely.
Yeah. My,
But, regardless, uh, regarding the other points, Rachel's parents are not heartbroken she's with me.
They've actually expressed that they're
very grateful to me and happy that she's with me.
Yeah.
And obviously for good cause because she's empowered to be who she wants to be and is in this relationship and environment. As her mom said, she has everything she deserves. So, I thought I'd take advantage of this troll's this troll's this troll's text to generate more interest in this stream. I've been having some fairly low numbers lately, so I thought, hey, I know. Well, incite a little drama here by addressing the things this guy said, and then all of a sudden, I started 110 seconds ago. There's already 6 people watching. People love drama.
Thanks, Winston's mom. Hi, Chris Chapin and Elaine.
That's funny, Chris Chapin. Yes, we are married, not just going out. We went out, is what happened.
We did go out.
We went to Birdie's for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if it so happens that he should invite me when I feel like being on it, et cetera, then I will be happy to join. In other contexts, I'm not going to go out of my way to figure out how to do that. It sounds not especially pleasant to me. Oh, kiddiness. Oh, wonderful kitty. So, people like to attack me through Rachel in various ways. Haters gonna hate, but they're barking up the wrong tree here, It's like, in no way, shape, or form am I doing Rachel any disservice. Do you think I am?
No.
Remember, you just gotta hit it a few times to warm it up.
Okay.
The heating element's gotta get the oil hot enough that it goes.
To just keep on
Yeah, you just hit it a few times like a candle and then. Let me see it. Is it not working so?
No. Oh, you got it.
It's still.
I have another one. It might be out.
No, it's not out. It's just hitting. There we go.
No, you got it.
Just had a little clog, yeah.
There you go.
You're welcome. Now it works a lot better, huh?
Yeah.
So, did Flow State actually say any of these things? I don't know. But if he did say things such as, I'm drugging Rachel and Rachel's parents are heartbroken she's with me, those things, regardless of who said them, if it's the guy who texted me or anybody else, have absolutely no basis in reality. It's like, I'm not, it doesn't like trigger particular defensiveness in me because it has zero basis in reality. I am not some sort of, you know, toxic person who's keeping Rachel from her loved ones and controlling her and drugging her and whatever. Not remotely.
Can we look up on the Mariposa Gazette the Lush Meadows thing?
Sure. So this upcoming December 1st, Lush Meadows has a like Christmas decoration party or whatever. And the sign that says date book, community date book. Let's see. All right, well, let me just search for Lush Meadows. Lush. It doesn't seem to have anything about it yet.
Okay.
So, well, I thought about the home tour with nothing about the Lush Meadows meow that I see at the moment.
Thank you for looking it up.
Woman faces 7 counts after a man is shot while driving. Interesting. This guy's facial expression. Oh! All right.
Oklahoma State commented.
Yeah, I know Flow State. I have it throughout this whole thing said I'm pretty sure this was not Flow State actually saying these things. Although if he was, you know, more power to him. But yeah, he said that I was drugging Rachel. That Rachel's parents were heartbroken that she's with me. Both of which are not true. But also that I have meth teeth. And on that one, I had to concede, yes, I do have meth teeth. Or I don't have meth teeth. Oh, you listened to the beginning for responding. Okay, cool. Yeah. I just thought, well, look, this is a good way to get people to actually come to the stream because people love drama. They think it's just the juiciest juice in Juice Town. So, sure enough, I've got, yeah, I plan to. I plan to get, what are they called? Implants. At least for some of my teeth, you know. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Obviously, if you want to talk about something that's easy to procrastinate about, dental surgery. What could be easier to procrastinate on than dental surgery? Dental surgery is practically made for procrastination. I mean, what the fuck am I doing? It's more important. Nothing. What I'm doing instead is a lot less painful and unpleasant, though. Namely, I'm not getting dental surgery. I will at some point, don't you worry. And I am doing something, okay? I'm considering doing this deal In fact, I'm so considering it that I actually called my realtor today. There's this lot down on Heights Cove. It's 0.41 acres. It's a small lot, right? But I'm thinking about buying the lot, putting a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house on it, and then selling it. Because I saw this, there's this contractor, and further that way on Heights Cove, they're building 2 little houses, very small little houses, probably 2-bedroom, 1-bath. I was thinking, I wonder what the meow is. Well, here's the meow. The land costs 60 grand. A 2-bedroom, 1-bath house on that land would sell for about 300. So the question is, how can I get stipends for leaving a natural woodland? No. I know that currently the water company here, Mariposa Plains Water Company, is wanting to buy it to put a well in to add. What's ROI mean? The thing is, I'm not really suffering from the lack of teeth. Uh, I'm vulnerable to certain kinds of FE critiques, but beyond that, you know, I can eat still, so whatever, right? Oh, return on investment. You mean getting the teeth thing done? Okay. Well, what do you think about my development plan? It depends how much it would cost to build a little house, put in a septic, and get it connected to the water district here. If it would cost less than 200, then it would seem like there's profit to be made there, you know? Also, I could, instead of selling it after I develop it, I could rent it for a while too. That's possible. No, I'm just trying to do a deal. I'm trying to make the existing capital I have into more capital, you know? Just like, I guess, a regular capitalist would. I'm not very much good at that kind of stuff, but this is an idea I have for making money, you know? Buy the cash, I mean, buy the land for cash, and then pay the contractor to build a little house on it, pay to get the septic done, the water lines connected, and put in a little driveway, sell it, maybe make, you know, $50,000 or something. That's what I was thinking. If the whole project takes the better part of a year, well, making $50,000 in a year is not bad. Are there many new homes being built in the area? No. No, not really. Um, by and large, most in neighborhoods in Mariposa that aren't in the town proper are not really neighborhoods. They're people living on fairly large plots of land. Mariposa Pines, where I live, is different. It's more like a suburbs neighborhood. It's just not close to any other anything else. You know, we're as far back as we can get, tucked back in here, away from everybody, except this little neighborhood right here. This neighborhood is well, I mean, I've been watching the contractors who've been building these little houses down on Heights Cove, and I've been impressed by the way they're doing things. They're working during times of the day when they're not bothering anybody, and they're getting things done fast. The houses are kind of prefab. Um, Well, that's possible, but the thing is, if we were to put together this whole deal and it ends up being, let's say, break even on a sale, then we rent it for a while, hope the housing market changes. Um, there's a very high demand for rentals in there do seem to be a huge interest in cones around here, Winston's mom. You're right. There does seem to be such a huge interest in cones. So anyway, I don't know. We went. We drove by the lot again. We drive by it all the time, but I look at it every time I think about it. I've been thinking about this for a while. I need to talk. I need to make some more calls before I buy it. But even if I were to buy the plot of land for $60,000, um, and do nothing with it for a year, it's probably at least a safe investment. We could probably sell it for the same amount of money. If you do rentals, you want to throw them up cheap but pretty. Well, it's exactly what these little houses that this company's doing down here are.
Yeah.
They're cheap but pretty. And they're small and they're mostly prefab, it looks like, but they're not like double wides. And that's what it made me. When I saw them putting these things up, I'm like, that can't cost that much to put one of those up. A cool idea might be to buy the plot of land and then buy one of Elon Musk's 3D printed homes and be the first in town to have one, then rent it out as a tourist attraction. Unfortunately, one thing that we cannot do is just do vacation rentals here because before we moved here, they put a moratorium on new vacation rentals. Like a lot of places, New York City's ending Airbnbs basically.
Yeah.
If you had a pile of cheese, you'd buy land and build storage units. I mean, for that, we need to buy land near the highway that's zoned for that. I have to look into what the storage unit availability in Mariposa County currently is. I'm not sure what the demand for it in Mariposa County is. That's an interesting notion, because of course what you're doing then, if you build land and buy storage units, you're basically having little miniature apartment complexes with low and simple maintenance and nobody living there. Yeah, that's a great idea, Flo says. It does seem like a good way to make money long term, with a storage unit facility. You don't have to have any particular skills as a businessman or whatever. And then if somebody doesn't pay their thing, you have one of those auctions. You auction their stuff off. A concrete slab, sheet metal building, easy liquidation when bills are unpaid. You don't have to have any plumbing, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty huge. I mean, you're gonna have to have a bathroom someplace. People who use storage units normally use them way longer than they planned. Yeah, well. Yeah, security's a thing, of course. But you make everybody sign a contract that you're not responsible for loss anyway. like security is just basically a show you put on for the people who rent the things there, so they feel more safe about their stuff. Well, that's an interesting notion, Taylor. I gotta tell you, you're making me think. The average profit margin for the self storage unit company is 41%. Taylor, that's a damn good idea, I gotta tell you. That's a damn good idea. That's much more of a project because you gotta get the county to approve your business, yeah, etc. But it's a good idea, Taylor. I think I might look into that more. So that's nice. Isn't it nice that this troll who
Oh, here we go.
I mean, right? Yeah, the county has to approve a house too, but this is zoned specifically for that. I mean, I guess we'd have to look for land specifically for that. I mean, are you gonna come to California to do work or something? Doesn't seem very likely. You're not even a contractor, a licensed contractor, are you? Well, the property we were just looking at was for a house building idea, but I'm open to various investment kind of ideas in order to make sure that my family as a whole has long term. Well, that's probably not going to work then, plus day.
So,
My family has long term, financial positive cash flow. Go ahead.
sorry, I didn't
No,
mean
no,
to
no. I'm
interrupt
sorry.
you.
I was just finishing that sentence. Go ahead.
So, Lush Meadow Lights will ignite holiday spirits on December 15th. And it's a contest. So I think the December 1st.
Is to register your house.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can drive through there whenever on December 15th or what?
Hundreds of cars backed up on Triangle Road. Yeah, I'm guessing you go in your car.
On September 15th.
Yeah. I'll read more.
One of the craziest things that we just learned, I don't know, a week or two ago, is that there's a little lake right down off of Heights Cove, just on the other side of those houses, back behind the lot that we're looking at. Unfortunately, Flow State, I'm not building in. I'm not building in Kansas. Oh, you're talking to me about a business proposition, huh? We're building something in Kansas. I mean, I'm not averse to hearing more. We'd have to have this conversation off of the live stream, obviously.
It's from 5:30 to 8:30. Well, I guess it gets dark around that time.
Oh yeah, this time of year.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Because remember, December 15th is only 6 days away from the shortest day of the whole year.
Oh.
That's December 21st.
Also, it will be dark. I'm surprised. I would have 5, 6, 7, 8. I would have thought longer than that. I mean, what are they gonna do if you're online and it's like past 8:30? You know, I don't think they're gonna turn people. I don't know.
The thing is, we could, if we wanted to, drive a little wilderness car there.
Oh my god, how cute!
In California, are they prosecuting people for theft less than $995? I heard not. I think it depends on your county. It's probably like San Francisco, Alameda County. I know in LA County they elected, or in LA City they elected, or maybe it's county, a county district attorney that's very like soft right now. I tell you who they should prosecute for theft: the Pratt Police Department. It's time for you to smoke a cigarette. Dambe Pinan Shiganida, as they say. I'll need to get the cigarettes from right here. I'm going to bring my coffee with me. And we'll go stand outside. I really like this little restaurant that we just went to. I'm also glad that I was able to provide for her some legitimate glowing feedback.
Yeah.
I was super impressed with the fish and chips. They were excellent.
They were excellent. And my hot honey, what?
I love this gray hair.
Oh,
on the side.
thanks.
It looks great.
Thank you.
You look like that. The hair looks like that lady, Angelica Houston. It has like gray on the sides of her hair and black in the middle.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you.
You know, you're aging so gracefully.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're so handsome.
Thanks, darling. You're a very kind lady.
It's just true.
Well, I guess I left my glasses inside. Can you read what those things say?
Yeah, sure. Hero Lamb says some people live in storage units and 2 emoji faces. Flow State says, LOL, right?
He's talking about something other than what Hero Lamb said.
Jeremiah Fix says, Ode to Eric's Lost Bomb.
Yeah.
Flow State says, Max Barrett, he's a perjurer.
Yeah, he's a perjurer. He likes to perjure himself. Tracy Beverly Lamb and colluding with him. I guess that's why she's not arrested him yet, Jim. On the sheer affairs, he's a perjurer. He's a perjurer. He likes to perjure himself. The Pratt Police Department, they didn't steal my stuff. They stole Taylor's stuff. It's Oklahoma Highway Patrol that stole my stuff. You know, Taylor and I have both been robbed by the police. I got robbed just of money and drugs. He also got robbed of his life. Some stretch of his life. By being put in jail.
Honestly, I have had my run-ins with, one time it was fucking BS. Like, I got arrested for DUI. Like that was a biggie. I needed to be arrested. But the second time I got arrested, like it was Black Friday and I was hanging out with my friend and we were smoking weed. We had like a fucking dusting, like nothing. And they go, my friend lied though. He said he didn't know of any other arrests for that or any other warrants out for his arrest. He said no. And they found that there were warrants for his arrest, and I got pulled in to the fucking. I got arrested. Such bullshit. It was such bullshit. It was really like I didn't. I could have easily. They could have easily let me off. But whatever. Anyway, so I had at the time I was really into like gemstones and stuff. And like they pull out this pink stone and they look at it and they're like, "What is this?" Like thinking it's like some sort of like drug or whatever. I'm like, "Oh, it's rose quartz." I was like, "Yeah, I love it. It's like for love and stuff." There was a good cop and a bad cop. Like one who was like real out to get us, like, and then this other guy who was like, sorry this is happening to you.
What's the fucking difference of your attitude? You know, it's like you're causing all the harms here, police officer.
Yeah. And my friend was even like, this isn't her stuff. This isn't her weed. Like, why are you arresting her? Well, whatever. I just didn't feel like, I didn't feel like fighting them. So I just went along with it.
Well, fighting them wouldn't have done any good.
It wouldn't have. They were undercover too. It was all BS.
That's super shady.
Yeah.
Fucking cops. Well, around California, they don't do stuff like that for weed at all. You know.
No, it seems very different.
You know, like when we went to LA, I was parked out in the parking lot of the hotel smoking a joint, I guess. Yeah, it must have been a joint. I don't think we brought our bong.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, and there was a cop driving around through the hi Andre.
Hey Andre.
There was a freak in women's clothing following you around in a forest trail. I had to threaten him to fuck off. Well, you know what happened to me here when I was arrested for marijuana paraphernalia in the state of Oklahoma. I avoided ever standing behind bars by paying a fine and pleading no contest. But I bet it wouldn't have been that simple if they had found the meth. That probably would have been a problem. Fortunately, I'm no longer in possession of that, so I'm going to have a hard time making a case. I'm sure the statute of limitations on that has worn out. Yeah, I sure did get lucky on that. Although it did cost me the rack and pinion of my car because the impound people did such a terrible job. It almost cost me my life when you're driving at highway speeds, like 70 miles an hour or whatever, and all of a sudden one of your front tires is no longer connected to the steering wheel. That's pretty sketch. It is pretty sketch. The meth was destroyed in a series of small fires. Bravo, sir. Bravo. That is a wonder point for you. You have earned a wonder point, that boy Klaus. You know what? You earned 2 wonder points for that.
I too.
Yeah, that's a 2 Wonder Point
I
triumph.
like it when people like fucking just let you be anyway.
I used to have some meth, but it was destroyed in a series of small fires.
So I'm not sure how this is like.
Rachel's troubled about the Lights Festival.
Yeah. There's gonna be a food truck court which feature Pizza Factory, Dixon Fixins, Sal's Tacos, and Mariposa Pops. Plus, there are drive-through hot cocoa available. In addition, for the youngsters, there's a Letters to Santa station.
They're Wonder Points, Flow State, okay? They're things you can earn around here with moments of great triumph.
Oh my god, this is so great. I can't wait for it. A professionally prepared map, which is handed out by firefighters, is provided for touring the neighborhood. Both can be cast online or via QR code with traditional paper ballots in 3 different home decorating categories, including Best Overall, Most Interactive, and Best Theme.
Exciting.
This is why I say I have the soul of an 80-year-old.
Rachel doesn't really like Hallmark Channel stuff, but she likes it in real life.
Yeah, I do. I fucking do.
She doesn't really like to watch it on TV, but she loves it in real life. I think she and I are both actually going to be just mesmerized and delighted by our Christmas decorations.
I think so too.
And because we hired somebody to put up Christmas decorations for us.
Well, it's really nice being with someone who enjoys Christmas.
Yeah, I like Christmas a lot. INFJs seem to be old people. That's Jeremiah
It's
face.
so true, though.
You're
it's
not
so
wrong.
true.
You're not wrong.
Like, if you think, like, even Frank James, like, he seems like such an old person.
Yeah. So.
And ENTPs are babies.
Yes, we are babies. We are definitely babies. I'm looking forward. Oh, shit. I need to Luminello message Dr. Ingram.
Oh, do it.
Should do it right now.
Yeah. Because he'll get on that.
Luminello, you are my meow meow. Otherwise, I won't get drugged at the beginning of next week.
No.
We wouldn't want that. Today is the 17th. I'll just make a new message. Compose new. To Dr. Ingram. Prescription refill. Wait. What's regarding me? Oh, Eric Strauss. Prescription refill. Hi, Dr. Ingram. Can you please refill my Adderall prescription? Thanks, Eric. Send. What's going on here? Send. There. I did it.
You did it.
I emailed the doctor and I asked for more drugs. Yeah, I did it. I did it. Next week we'll have speed and that will be wonderful. Yeah, I did it. I did it. So they call me a graver. Okay. You know what a graver is, right? It's a raver who's old. I don't actually go to raves, but I bring their drugs to me.
Yes, yes. I'm sorry that our wedding lacked sufficient drugs for
Rachel,
you.
we've discussed this.
I
I'm
know.
glad it didn't have sufficient drugs. It made the whole thing extra purpose for larger outcomes, not for experience, you know?
Okay.
And that's more important by far. I'd rather have all the meanings than some drug fueled like crazy fun time with your parents here and stuff, you know? That's not gonna you can't have everything. You have to sacrifice something to
Yeah.
have some things all the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I always had this dream of being like just chain smoking joints before like walking down the aisle. I had to kind of
Be a little bit more.
say yeah. I
Well, we,
didn't smoke until my mom left to get ready.
well, and you know, Rachel, that compromise was probably for the best because it helped make the whole experience positive for everybody, including your mom,
Yeah.
who, despite her failings, is still a key player in the whole thing.
Yeah, she was.
So, um, so the thing is, I want to make this month's Adderall last as much as possible, but I know that last month's Adderall, some of it was in fact destroyed in a series of small fires, which makes it go faster. You know,
Yeah.
if you smoke some of your Adderall, it makes it
Oh.
go. You obviously you run out of it faster. Last time it only lasted us 1 week. This time I'm determined to get to a week and a half.
Okay.
It would be nice to make it last all the way till the ninth. But the thing is, once we get it, we have to do all the stuff that we have to do before the ninth.
Mhm.
We've pulled this maneuver before the wedding. We can do it again.
We can do it again.
You remember how well we got ready in that last like 2 weeks before the wedding? That's pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were winning some kind of impressive people award. So maybe we can do that again.
I'll call the woman today if you want me to. If it's not too late. Or tomorrow, whatever. Or
Yeah, you know how I am a little slow on pulling the trigger on big expenditures. So
okay.
I mean I do want to do this probably, but let me look at our
Uh,
account.
abs-
It's not a huge expenditure, but it's a couple $100 at least.
Sure. Take your
Few
time.
$100.
Let me know.
I know that it's coming up fast. We need to give her some time, so I'll make the decision about this in a day or two.
Okay. Sounds good.
Um, it's 2:19 in the afternoon. There's not a whole hell of a lot going on. I don't have a great deal to say about anything. But I don't know. I felt like live streaming
I'm glad you did.
because I finally looked at the last couple of texts from that troll person. So I thought, well, that's a good excuse to live stream.
It is, and I'm glad that I'm still. I hope we continue to for a little bit more. Um, Birdies was really good, and it's really good. Like I really enjoyed my hot honey chicken sandwich. It was really good. Um, like I'm not very good. I guess this must be any ignoring. I'm not very good when it comes to detailing what I find to be good about the sandwich. Like I like to the guy who had ordered it, like I had like no words to say except that it was good. You know, like I guess in the moment my any ignoring, like I can't find the words
Well, there's as
to
much SI ate as it is any ignoring because you could have remembered what I said about it, which was it's surprising to discover this Asian flavor to it, right?
yeah.
But you didn't remember what I said about it either
Mm-mm.
to use that.
No.
So, and also you're being asked to describe something that requires SI to describe it. SI conscious, right?
I'm so unconscious to that, but like really, like all I could say was that it was good, and it really is good, and the fries were good too, and so is the ranch dressing.
My fish and chips were nothing short of
Oh
epic.
my god, they were so good. See, like I couldn't say anything.
Well, I said a lot to that lady and her husband. I don't know if you heard it or not.
It was her husband.
There was a guy out there that was her husband, yeah.
Oh,
So
I didn't know.
when I went out to talk to David on the phone, um, I I said to the lady, man, you know, my wife, or we would have, I think he said we, but we would have been happy just with a mediocre restaurant opening nearby us. But this place is fantastic. And she's like, oh, this is my husband right here. And I said, well, your wife is killing it. Every time I come here, everything's delicious. Some Dutch guy from our libertarian party was on YouTube talking about taxes being theft and it's your moral duty to avoid taxes legally because otherwise you are complicit. What do you think? I think that's complete nonsense. Um, it's like by all manner of precedent that we understand, the state is that which legitimately funds itself via taxation. In other words, that which has a monopoly on use of force. There are, if you think of like locking emerged communities, say groups of homesteaded farms in a single area that have a shared need for roads, etc., and a need to equitably make those costs part of the commons, then obviously taxes are unavoidable and make sense. If there's to be any commons whatsoever. All problems from taxation emerge from progressive taxation, which is in practice always regressive. This is why somebody like Warren Buffett says he pays less in taxes than his secretary, you know? Like, the problem with progressive taxation or complex taxation in general is it just creates ever more of an industry of tax avoidance. You need simple flat taxes.
Do you have any coffee left?
Yeah, help yourself to it.
Thank you.
I don't want it anymore. Thank you. You're welcome. So it's supposed to rain this evening, tomorrow, and temperatures are supposed to drop, but it looks like we're still not expected to have much in the way of snow.
FYI, Ruben, I don't know if Eric has mentioned, I'm sure he has before, but we want to invite you guys to stay a couple days early, if earlier than the 9th, you know, like feel free. If you want to come up a day or two before.
Or stay later.
Yeah, or stay later too.
On the day of Saturday the 9th, we are going to be having home tour people coming through. So if you're here during that day, it'll be a good time for you to go look at Yosemite or something.
Yeah.
Or to go into
Yeah.
town or whatever. Just in general, kind of stay out of the house from. I think it's like 10 to 4.
4, yeah.
10 to 4. But regardless, you're welcome to come early,
Yeah.
stay late, whatever.
Yeah, come early, stay late, whichever you
Or
desire.
some combination of the two, you know.
Yeah, right. What is this? Is that, I think, what is that? It's like a bug on top of a bug?
It looks like it got squished.
Probably by me.
Well, looks like it's a grasshopper that got squished. Give it a step, I guess. Finish it off. Be merciful and squish it. Go ahead. You can do it.
Ew, gross, nasty. I think it was me that stepped on it.
It could have been me just as easily. One of us did. Whatever's convenient for you. If you want to get here by the, let's say the 7th or whatever, you probably want to arrive at Acacia's house on the 4th. It's going to take her 3 days to get ready to leave. Sorry, asshopper. We wouldn't normally have killed you, but you're already look to be mortally wounded. You spend 3 days waiting in Acacia's living room for her to finish packing her suitcase. Well, let's stand out on the deck. Let's stand out on the deck. Let's stand out on the deck and have ourselves a smoke. Get away, little bugs. I don't hear any little stream down there. But I'd be surprised if there's not a stream after today/tomorrow's rains. Where's Lou? I don't see Lou anywhere. There she is. My sister's the patient at the hospital right now, but an update, she said the shooter is dead and no patients injured. Wow, that's huge, dude. Who are you talking about, show media? Why do SI Doms laugh at like stupid jokes so much? Oh. Well, they don't necessarily like stupid jokes. It's just like the same jokes a stupid amount of times. Make out. Oh. a pleasant day. It's funny how the little bugs will come around for a second and I'll shoo them away and then they'll just be gone. There's some creaky crackles going on as the wind blows through the trees. You hear the creaky cracks? In particular, across the way there's this one dead tree that's upright, but that's like it's a thin tree. It's between some bigger trees that are holding it up. I think eventually it'll blow over, but it probably won't knock other things over because it's thinner than the trees around it. Anyway, it's across the gully. I'm not worried about it bothering us. That's pretty crazy. I don't know where you're going and I don't know why.
That sounds like a good 80s song.
Wilderness Moments with Eric. You know, there is never a single moment when Microsoft did not have some kind of red exclamation point or other like pressing urgent weather news, even when there's not really any pressing news. So it's looking like we're not going to get any rain probably until tomorrow morning. Into tomorrow night. And into early Sunday morning. I want to look at the map with the clouds on it. Let's see, which one has, there's the clouds. I like to look at the clouds map and see how far away any big storms are from us. You can see, not to see, and hope that they come towards us. Let's see. Come on. What's wrong with you? Work properly. There we go. Oh, look at all those clouds.
Those are a lot of clouds.
That's pretty good.
It does.
We're going to maybe get some of these clouds, but probably not the bulk of it. It looks like it's pushing up that way.
And I don't know why. There's always many problems and I don't know why.
I don't remember, but fortunately it's on the live stream just a few moments ago, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like circular moving north.
Right. Well, hopefully this, whatever it is, low pressure system or whatever that's right here will move away down here some, and then these clouds will come.
They might. They
right
really
here.
might.
They might.
They kind of look like they are tracking to.
Is it a cloud?
Central.
Is it a cloudy day in Los Angeles? Probably, based on the weather map.
Yeah.
But I'm much more concerned about the weather here in Mariposa than I am about the weather in Los Angeles. You can see it's these clouds here that I'm hopeful in a few days will move all the way over here to where this yellow dot is. That yellow dot is where we are. So that's what's going on in the world of weather. You had a bit of sun today in Scandinavia. It was scary.
Yeah,
I'm
like
sure.
did you run back into your house?
And rub sunscreen all over yourself. You're a middle child. Well, that explains a lot, Lou. That explains so much. You're a middle child with a karmic relationship to a past self that was a firstborn child of an only child. I'm an only child. Rachel is a firstborn.
Mm-hmm.
Together, we make two. 1 and 1. We're going to play that game tonight. So what's supposed to be the deal with like firstborn, secondborn, and thirdborn?
They say that firstborns take on the most responsibility.
That doesn't sound like you.
Everyone thinks that I'm the baby.
Uh,
That's like not really like that's like not the best. I mean, I do feel like I am the younger one of the three of us.
well, Ruben R., you're the younger child of 2, huh? Does that make sense? I would have pegged you as the 7th of 9 children, but I guess I was wrong. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch, and you know that. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Rachel and I were singing in the car, Let It Snow. And boy, Rachel sounded so lovely.
Thanks, Eric. I didn't know Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow is a Dean Martin song.
It is a Dean Martin song, isn't
I
that
had
wonderful?
no idea.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought them corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. And the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so,
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. All Rachel monotone. They say firstborns take on the most responsibility. Eric Moore says, I am the eldest of three, and I was always told about my responsibilities that I'm the least responsible. They might be biased, though. My parents were more strict with them, and I could get away with murder.
I couldn't get away with anything.
Rachel couldn't even get away with being herself.
Yeah, that's true. My dad let me be myself a little bit more.
I'm dreaming of a multiracial Christmas.
Multiracial Christmas?
Mm-hmm. It's only racist if you pronounce it white.
Wow.
Doop 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 da doop. Thank you for your doop 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 da doops. Show media, I appreciate that. And did you get away with murder? I don't believe so. Not to the best of my recollection. To the best of my recollection, I haven't committed any murders. So, well, except I was an accomplice to killing that grasshopper outside.
Ruben R., did you know that there's a movie called Black Christmas?
Is there?
Uh-huh. It's another, like...
Is it Thanksgiving?
It's like that, yeah.
A white Christmas. I'm dreaming of a Feliz Navidad. Boop, 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 boop. Feliz Navidad. Boop, 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 boop. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Ruben asks, is it a Tyler Perry movie?
No, I'm sorry, it's not. It's a slasher film.
If it were a Tyler Perry movie, Ruben, it would obviously be called Tyler Perry's Black Tyler Perry Christmas.
Yes.
With Tyler Perry.
I forgot that Tyler Perry was in Gone Girl.
I wanna wish you a horny Christmas. Ay, 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 ay. So anyway, it's getting on the time of year when Christmas songs begin being sung. We had our first Christmas decorations of the season, I think. Today.
Yeah, it is. That's definitely the first.
Today at Birdie's.
Well, unless you consider the garlands around the poles in town.
Those are probably the first town Christmas decorations?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
they were up like in October.
This is the first business I have seen with a Christmas thing.
Yeah.
It's a pre-Thanksgiving Christmas decoration, but you know what? I didn't reject it. I didn't say, no, it's too soon. I guess I'm a little more early ready for Christmas than I would be in the city.
Well, I mean, okay, so maybe I don't like Hallmark movies, but I like living in one.
Right.
I am excited for those lights.
Well, we're definitely living in a Hallmark movie right now. The only difference is neither of us is from here and returning here from the big city to meet with their high school flame.
No one's engaged to someone else.
Right. Would you kiss Trouble if you ended up under the mistletoe with him? Boy, that's a dangerous kiss. You are asking for kitty claw marks on your face. Feliz avocado. Do, 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 do. Feliz avocado. That's why the avocado industry should use their song.
They should.
You'd watch Trouble eat mistletoe? Well, he'd want you to. You'll discover actually when you're here, Ruben, that you'll see him hardly at all. He'll be very much not okay with you.
He tends to hide outside. At least he did during the wedding.
Yeah.
And he goes down by the shed and he goes underneath cars and stuff.
We don't have a game to play. We do have musical activities planned, including caroling and karaoke.
I was just gonna say, do you have any ideas of what you'd like to sing for caroling?
I think we should do Let It Snow.
Okay.
Should be one of them. We'll practice it some more.
Okay.
And I think we should do um, Sleigh Ride, and then I think we should do, even though I know you don't like this one, I think you should do, maybe we should do A Little Town of Bethlehem.
Let's do it.
It's a nice, it's a nice alternative to Silent Night for a slow one. You get two kind of up tempo, one swingy one, well, those are kind of swingy. Sleigh Ride and Let It Snow, and then you get one solemn, Jesus-y one.
That's good. I like it. I'm down with that.
Ruben says he's also down with the sickness. But apparently he was talking about show media sickness, not the sickness of our set list of carols.
And if we have a smaller amount of people, we might be able to do both karaoke and charades. I don't know.
What I'm thinking instead, Rachel, is that we choreograph our caroling. Let's dance for this.
The first
like a children's performance at school. Jingle Bell Rock is fine, but it's a little pedestrian, I think. I think we'd all be happier with the three better songs. Jingle Bell Rock's a great song. It's just a little played out. I think Let It Snow, Sleigh Ride, and Little Town of Bethlehem comprise an excellent set list.
Yeah. Elvis's song was Jingle Bell Rock? I didn't know that.
He was one of many people to record the song.
Oh.
I believe it was written by Johnny Mathis.
Oh, really?
Yes. I could be wrong about that. Let's look it up. Who wrote Jingle Bell Rock? Your mother, get up, come on, get down with Christmas. Open up your hate and let it flow into me. That's a beautiful Christmas message.
It is.
Okay, so who wrote Jingle Bell Rock? It was Bobby Helms. Bobby Helms, or Joe Beal and Jim Booth. Jingle Bell Rock was composed by Joe Beal and James Ross Booth, 1917 to 1976 and 1900 to 1967, respectively. Authorship controversy.
Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go riding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle, arch, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock.
So, Helms, this guy, Bobby Helms, first released the song in 1957. It's considered Bobby Helms' signature song. However, it was supposedly written by Beal and Booth, but Helms and session guitarist on the song Hank Garland dispute this. They both claimed until their deaths that it was they, not Beal and Booth, who wrote the song. They claimed that the original song by Beal and Booth was called Jingle Bell Hop, and that it was given to Helms by a Decca executive to record. This song, according to Helms and Garland, had little to no resemblance to the current song. Helms did not like it, and as a result, they both proceeded to work on it, changing the music, lyrics, tempo, and also giving it a previously missing bridge. This new song, they claimed, was the one that is known today. However, neither of them received writing credit or subsequent writing royalties.
Wow, I had no idea how much controversy was
Me
behind the
neither.
song.
Who knew the Jingle Bell Rock? See, Winston's mom, it's not a good idea to do a Christmas song that's so embroiled in controversy. Okay? We don't want to bring that kind of controversy around to our Christmas celebration. It could start fights between the people here.
Okay, so I have a kind of unpopular. Here's my unpopular hot take. Can we get? I can't believe I'm saying this. Canned cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving?
Sure, let's do it. That's such a small ask. Got me all set up for you to say, can we fly to Europe today?
Oh my god.
Those were the original lyrics, Ruben. Gonna rock around the clock tonight. But they changed them because, despite the fact that the band insisted it was about a rooster, the censorship board said, no thanks. Jingle Bell Rock is a classic mall anthem during Christmas. Sure, it's easy to sing, everybody knows it. It's a great choice. I'm not going to diss Jingle Bell Rock, obviously. It's the right time, it's the right time, but then getting night away. It's the down time, it's the down time, and then we're riding in a one-horse sleigh. Little dildo boy.
Okay.
That one's a little bit less popular of a Christmas song. I'd say considerably less popular. We can form it with those belt-mounted amps. That's a good idea, Rubenar. It's a good idea.
Oh my gosh, people would be so annoyed.
It would be like that video for Praise You.
Yes.
Where those people are like dancing and doing these crazy
I love
moves.
that video. So great. Like, to me, that's wholesome.
Bum 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 bum. 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 Jingle Bell time is a swell time, and that's why I was not disappointed to see a Christmas tree with lights on it at Birdie's Roadside Cafe. If anything, I was pleased to see it. I want to go in and say, sit Birdie down and say, listen, your interior decorations here, they just aren't doing it for me. It's a mishmash of, I shit you not, like hunting lodge with like deer antlers and tiki lounge with tropical plants on the wall. Neither of which go with the branding of the restaurant, which is like daisies and oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. Above thy deep and dreamless sleep, the The silent stars go by, yet in thy dark streets shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight.
So
Thank you, thank you.
good.
Did I call that one O Little Town of Bethlehem?
I don't know that one well at all, so we're gonna
We'll
have to practice
it, but
Yeah.
it's a winner.
It is a winner.
Or an alternative is we could all do a sultry rendition of Santa Baby.
Oh my God.
Santa Baby. Santa
I think you were Marilyn Monroe in a past life too.
Well, I will never forget when Delilah was in middle school, and we went to the Christmas show at Rebay, and the high school girls chorus did that song in these tiny little short Santa Baby outfits. I was just like, okay, this is so inappropriate.
I can't believe like a teacher hadn't mentioned that before.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's a K through 12 school too, so you've got
Man.
a lot of families there who are like with elementary school kids. But you know how high school girls are, right?
Yeah, you're gonna push it.
High school girls want to put sex into everything. They're just obsessed with it. It's crazy. They want to be a sex. There was this constant battle with the high school girls at Roubaix over the length of their skirt. It's supposed to be a certain length, right? And they all do this thing where they roll it up to try to get away
So
with it as
bad.
high as possible.
It's so bad.
And then you have to tell on them to the assistant principal. It's just like, I don't even want to think about this. This is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, this is not
Just
appropriate.
wear pants. Anyway.
Pants should have been the.
And they had pants as an option, but the girls don't want to wear pants.
No,
They want to wear a ridiculous looking schoolgirl skirt and then roll it up as high as they can possibly get away with it.
I wouldn't have been one of those girls. I call myself pretty like
Modest?
Modest, yeah.
Well,
It's
you
like-
and I both like modesty pants.
We do.
Cover our fleshy skins.
Yeah, and I don't really like wear a lot of cleavage shirts, but I just like.
Have I ever stabbed someone? No.
I haven't either. I think that's like a common answer.
Yeah, I think, you know, 99.9% of course I like modest women. I don't want my wife to be hey, look at me and my boobs all the time person, you know. Those are my boobs.
What's that?
I'm sure it was a package.
It was what?
A package. Was it a package?
No package.
Well then, yeah, what was that? Did somebody drive through here?
I heard a
It
car.
sounded like it, right?
Yeah, it did. I don't know if it was the.
Well, it could have just been up on the street. But
Yeah.
it did sound like somebody drove through here. It's possible, too, that somebody just was like, oh, I need to turn around and just turned around through here.
Should I check the mail?
Yeah, probably a good
You wanna
idea.
come with me?
Sure. My boob shake brings all the boys to the yard. Okay. There's Rachel. I'm going to accompany her to the mailbox to protect her from monsters, Bigfoots, wolves, bears, escaped madmen, etc. Well, we got the mail. There's nothing very exciting in the mail, though. I'm sorry, Hero Lamb. We don't mean to make you feel lonely. Rachel doesn't want to drive it. I've certainly suggested it, but she doesn't want to. I'm hanging out now in my neighborhood at night. There's criminal activity. Well, maybe you could become a private detective. Solving crime. You know, like the Hardy Boys. Eminem lyrics like, "Hey, my name is Eminem, and I'm rapping again." Like those lyrics. I should write Eminem a letter suggesting that he do a song that I wrote for him called "My Name is Eminem, and I'm rapping again. Look at me go, look at me go." Look like I'm ready to read you some Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman was, in my opinion, not a very good poet and suffering a little bit from ENFP syndrome. But, you know, that's just my opinion. And IMHO. IMHO. Am I fond of Walt Whitman's Leaves of Grass? No. Why? Because it sucks ass. A haiku by Eric. What is wrong with Leaves of Grass? Perhaps it's that it sucks my ass. A poem by Eric about Walt Whitman's classic Leaves of Grass. No, pardon me, sir. It's furthest from my mind. I'm just looking for a real good friend of mine. Yeah, what an ENFP thing to say, right? Winston's mom, you found the perfect quote to prove my ENFP point. Walt Whitman says, do I contradict myself? Very well, then I contradict myself. I am large. I contain multitudes. Terrible. Yes, it matters if you contradict yourself, Walt Whitman, because you're either trying to communicate something or you're just blowing your spew into the wind. For you, it's clearly the latter. Yeah. Does she mean her booty is large? No. Walt Whitman is not saying he's thick with a C and no K. THIC. That's how you spell it when you're talking about a lady who's got a big booty. Apparently, that doesn't matter these days. Yeah, facts matter, Walty boy. That's right. More importantly, consistency matters. Hey, you have a possible FI polar test? Sure, tell it to me. I'm still laughing about that boy Klaus's excellent joke. I used to have some meth, but it was destroyed in a series of small fires. That's very funny. Bipolar tests. Question: do you have feelings? Oh, you do? I guess you're not bipolar. Is it like that? That would be a poor bipolar test. Imagine you were asked to pick between two charities to donate. One, educational gains for children, another activities for the elderly. I would choose neither, obviously. Is that an bipolar answer? Obviously neither. I don't believe in charities. I guess that's an bipolar answer. The whole idea of being asked to choose between charities to donate to makes me mad.
Can I?
Because how about they give me some money, you know, for no reason? Most of all of every nonprofit's budget goes to salaries for the people working for the nonprofit. That is the truth.
Can I ask you a favor?
Yes. Is it going to be something extreme like getting canned cranberry sauce?
Yes, it's just as important.
Okay, what is it?
Can you make a pot of coffee?
Sure. Let's go make a pot of coffee, everyone. What is my reason not to believe in charity? I mean, it's like, I don't not believe in charity ever. I don't believe in charitable organizations. Okay? Like, if I'm going to give charity to, like, some person I see who's struggling or whatever, that's one thing. But charitable organizations are a scam.
What about the donations for the lights festival is going to like something in town? You know, one of those like chamber of commerce. You know, like
Yeah, sure, those things are all fine.
Rotary.
Those things are fine. Like, we're participating in the Serapimus Club home tour. But it's not because I care about their causes or whatever. I think what they do is fine. They give young people scholarships to stuff. Okay, that's fine. I don't really believe in school, but that's fine. I don't care. The point of it is, I want to show off my house.
I also have a question for the people.
The people
And
will
you
answer
too.
your question.
So, I'm like, I don't know what to wear for the 9th. Like,
Well, you got plenty of closets to look through.
well, here's the thing.
Maybe you should look through all of your closets and make a decision.
Well, I have a green, here's the thing. I have a green sweater that I could wear, but I feel like it's either a green sweater and like neutral colors on my eyes, or red lips and like basically like what I'm wearing now.
I'm going just bun huggers. I'm just gonna be wearing bun huggers all day.
And my question is a red lip enough for the holidays?
Yes.
Okay.
My answer is yes.
Okay.
As you were saying all those things, because I'm not good at visualizing, I just kind of tuned out whatever it is you were saying.
Okay.
Something about a green sweater and red lipstick?
Yeah, so it's either, I'm not wearing both red and green. Like, I just am not going to be that on the nose.
On theme.
Yeah. So it's either the red lipstick and like a neutral outfit, or neutral makeup and a green sweater.
What do you think about red lipstick plus a red adamant stripe and then neutral color?
Oh my god, that would definitely win us for the Sir Optimus.
It looks like Acacia's here.
Hey, Acacia. So, Acacia, you think that red lips is enough for the holidays?
The black mustache with a little curl.
You don't understand, you guys. This is important.
Yeah, the video where Rachel
Okay, so red
camouflages
lips,
with the couch. It's a pretty great video.
Wait, which is the latter? Either. So, Acacia, do you think I should wear red lips and a neutral outfit, or neutral makeup and a green sweater?
Well, here Elena's recommending what you wore to Birdie's the day that you blended in with the couch.
I could do that too. Okay, you think that red lipstick is enough? Cool.
Maybe you can have red earrings to match your lipstick.
I'll be matching everything else, right? I'll be matching the red ribbons.
True.
I don't know, I don't have red earrings, but I could. I could wear red nail polish.
Maybe I could get a red belt buckle.
Ooh, how fancy. Okay, red lipstick and neutral. Okay.
What do you think about my red belt buckle idea?
I think this needs to be charged again.
Seems like it's just clogged again. No, it is blinking. Okay, let me charge it again. Do you have another one?
Yeah, I do. Caroline, thank you.
The thing is, I have opinions about clothes or stuff, but I have to actually see you in it. Just hearing you describe the thing is hard for me to think about. Green pubes.
Hey everybody.
This isn't St. Patrick's Day, Ruben. Okay, that's for St. Patrick's Day. Obviously, when we go to Boston. She's got a point. She does have a point.
Yes.
The temperature requirements of each of those activities are going to be different. But the Carolina is only going to comprise. Well, we might end up going into town for the tree thing. Remember at 5:00.
Yeah. What?
We need to
day
discuss.
Is that?
That's the same day, right?
That's the same day.
We were talking about maybe doing 18 poopy.
Oh yeah.
Remember? And then
that's right.
And if we were to do that and get the food and bring it back here, we go in for the tree lighting ceremony or whatever it is, the parade thing.
Yeah.
Which would be cool.
Yeah, I think maybe we should do that.
And it would actually time out really well.
Yeah.
We can discuss it with all the guests when they're here. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
I think everybody would be cool with the idea.
So we'd go from the Sir Optimus thing into town like right after, basically.
Yeah, at 4:00 exactly, we'd go to town.
Yeah.
And well, then if we were gonna do that, we'd be there at 4:30. But figure it'll take us 15-20 minutes to wrap things up here.
Yeah, it is.
Make sure everybody's gone. By the time 4:30 we leave here. 5 we get in town in time for the ceremony. We probably want to leave at 4:15 if we can because gonna be parking and stuff is gonna be a problem.
Okay.
And then we watch the festivities. We stop by 1850 to pick up our food that we've called in ahead of time, etc., etc. We just should get everybody who's coming on the phone and tell them this is our plan and make sure everybody's down with it or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm definitely gonna be wearing a sweater the day of. And I bought myself a nice long puffer coat. So if it is really cold that night, I'll be warm. I have a hat too. I have boots.
So, Acacia, what we explained earlier is you guys are welcome to arrive a few days early, stay a couple days later, whatever, or some combination of the two things. We do ask that you make yourself scarce during the day on the 9th because we're having this home tour. And it's from 10 to 4 is when we ask you make yourself scarce. If you want to arrive like at the first free moment, then you'd arrive at 4 p.m. on Saturday and you can stay as basically as long as you want.
Yeah.
What if they say he said it wasn't him, obviously.
No.
Yeah, I already knew that, but well, if you want to tour our home, then you'll have to purchase Ssuartscire tickets. You have to purchase tickets from the Ssuartscire Society.
So my thought is too, if you do happen to be there for the day of the 9th, maybe we could have some extra hands help.
Sure, and that's fine. It's just, I guess a better way to put it is, if you're here during the day on the 9th, be prepared for facilitating a Sciroptimus tour thing rather than enjoying yourself hanging out in your room or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna have basically all the rooms open for people to look at. And
Oh, we are gonna open the bedrooms.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the people were here to tour the house.
Sure. Yeah.
So we'll just get them all clean and maybe put like 1 or 2 little Christmas decorations in each. And just people will peek in there. And
Okay. That sounds good. I definitely will have to clean.
And yeah, Ruben loves planning. Ruben's the planningest planner in Planning Town.
I have to say, I'm kind of.
Oh, we're having a Christmas tree once as well. We already have the decorations for it.
Yeah. You think they're gonna be enough?
Well, I suggest we put it up on the 7th. And if we're short on decorations, we run to the hardware store, we get something that they have there.
Okay.
We probably are going to get some little white lights. We could even put it up on the 6th if we wanted to.
Okay.
Give ourselves a little extra time. We could do a human nativity scene. I really like that idea.
Who's the baby, though?
I really like the idea of us posing as a nativity scene. I think Rachel's the Virgin Mary.
Okay.
And I'm baby Jesus.
Oh!
Ruben wants to call baby Jesus? Acacia, you can't call it for Ruben. Okay? He didn't call it himself. He might make a better baby Jesus. I mean, I suppose Rachel and I could both be wise men. Acacia could be the Virgin Mary. Ruben could be baby Jesus.
Yeah.
Dave Porter could be another wise man. And then Cameron could be Joseph.
What about the angel? There's always an angel involved in the nativity scene.
Well, we probably have 1 or 2 more people coming, and I haven't looked at everything to see who exactly is coming. So, please don't make you Jesus. Someone who's top tier swaddleable.
I think Eric
I'm
is.
pretty swaddleable.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. You make a good point with the swaddle. Swaddle my grundle. I was shocked to learn that I had that word wrong. I'm sure I said on many occasions, like, referred to my chode, not knowing that chode meant what it means, and not knowing that the correct word for it was grundle. It's horrible,
sorry,
really. I've been giving it bad press for no good reason, you know. Well, should we crucify the baby Jesus?
Whoa.
I think that's a little premature. You're supposed to give him, I think, 32 years, was it? How long Jesus lived?
I think so, yeah.
Hero Web says, wait a second. Yes, I thought the grundle, which is the area between the butthole and the scrotum.
Yeah.
I thought it was called the chode. Chode, but I was wrong. That's not what it's called. That's not what chode means. So, you know, shame on me. Yes, they already did bang heroin. This is not their first rodeo to a spot between Texas and California. no one could ever accuse us of not loving our cats enough.
Oh my gosh. We're like all about our cats.
Yeah. Rachel would like a cup of coffee, so I'm going to make her one. This is an excellent cup for coffee. It fits nicely into Rachel's hole. On her chair, I mean, you know. Because our drink holders, they're good for regular glasses, but they're not really made for coffee cups. You have to have an unusually designed coffee cup for it to fit well in the hole with the handle not getting in the way. This is one such cup. Plus, to show my feelings for Rachel, there's a heart on it. It represents love.
Thank you.
What the hell is that boiling noise? It might be just the sound of the refrigerator you're hearing.
Yeah, or the cat fountain.
Oh, it could be the cat fountain, yeah. There's a cat fountain in the kitchen that makes water go psh all the time. Because cats don't like to drink still water. Even though their water would be fresher if they drank still water, because we could empty it every day, put new water in easily. But you know what? The cats say fuck you to that, so.
Capio like to drink from the.
We usually just have to turn the sink on so that Capio would drink what she wanted to drink rather than old water, but now she drinks from the fountain.
Yeah, it's better. Plus, we had that scare that we had left the.
Right, yeah, we did. We had a scare one time. I thought I had left the sink running right before we went out of town. Bob Marley's best lyrics, in my opinion, are woke up this morning with the rising sun, 3 little birds on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, messages pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry. That's a good song, you know? It's got a good message too. Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. It's a good message.
It is a good message.
It's a very Enneagram 7 message.
That's true.
It's my favorite kind of optimism. Mindless optimism. Unqualified mindless optimism. Rainbows never last very long. And rainbows always white, never wrong. It's interesting how, Rachel can't switch automatically easily back and forth between Elmer Fudd talking and regular talking. Like for me, I can talk Elmer Fudd no problems. as per meow. Whatever I'm going to say, I could say without being able to use my R's or L's.
Also else.
So rainbows never last very long. And rainbow is always white, never wrong. But Rachel has trouble getting all the lyrics too. Rainbows never last very long.
Yeah, and I have trouble with Don't Boil Me Alive too. Don't boil me alive. I don't even.
Please don't boil me alive. I'm not even 5 times ready enough for that. Don't boil me alive. I have got a hive of bees and geez, won't you leave, please, please? Don't boil me alive. I'm not even 5 times ready enough for that. Don't boil me alive. I have got a hive of bees now, geez, won't you leave, please? Don't boil me alive. That's how it goes.
It's so good.
Thanks. Marriage. Love, true love. Marriage is what brings us together. Here today. Here today. I kind of want a cup of coffee now, too. I'm jealous of your cup of coffee. I look like Serge Tankian? I don't know who Serge Tankian is. Alright, well, I'm going to get this lovely cup with this beautiful little bird on it. I'm not even 5 times ready enough for that. I'm ready enough for that. There's really 2 vocal lines for that part. One of them goes, I'm not even 5 times ready enough for, but the other one goes, I'm not even 5 times ready enough for that. So there's 2 vocal lines to that part. But only one of them has been sung together. It's only been one sung at a time before. It's only true in my head, what I'm saying.
So I was explaining with his mom to Eric why I think Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are twin flames, aka twin flames. And I said they look alike. They both have dirty blonde hair and blue eyes. I think they're born the same year, 1989. I think. Let me look up Travis Kelce.
I like your use of flim twains.
Flim flames.
Flim twain. Twains. Twains.
Twains.
Flynn Twains. Flynn Twains.
Travis, so usually with twin flames, they get separated for periods of time. Right now, they were together for a short period of time when she got a hiatus from her tour. And that's when she started going to Chiefs games. Now she's on the European type. The European time for her tour. So they're going to be separated for like a while. So that's another reason why I think that they're twin flames. And usually in twin flames, like major people in their life, like don't
Disapprove.
disapprove. So like Selena Gomez is worried about Taylor Swift being with Travis Kelsey. Travis Kelsey's mom is not a Swift fan. Um, and it looked like Travis Kelsey was kind of getting like a serious talking with Taylor Swift's dad. So, and when I did a tarot reading for them, I got the Lover's card. So.
Wow. That's pretty flamey. That's pretty darn flamey. Hero Lamb said, I had that with my recent twin flame.
Oh, it's just like, I'm just having fun with it.
If twin flame relationship means I think it means, which is like that lady that Frank Sinatra was super in love with.
Oh, that's pretty twin flamey. Ava Gardner?
Yeah. If it means like a Sinatra Gardner relationship, then in my opinion, it means very volatile but doomed to fail.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the Swifty Kelsey.
I guess I should say very volatile and doomed to fail because doomed to fail is consistent with volatility, not inconsistent with it.
Because Travis Kelsey has like kind of a temper.
For Hero Lamb, he's talking about she's gone, but she always comes back. She can't stay away from.
Oh.
But she doesn't want to be with you either, right? It's like one of those kind of things.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. You just have to say, no, you cannot have my dick.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Not even a whisper of penis for you. I like that. Or if you want to drive her away, you could also sing the Please Don't Boil Me Alive song.
Yeah.
You just keep singing that in a circle, around and around and around. Eventually she'll go away confused. Pretty much guaranteed.
Please don't boil me alive.
I'm not even 5 times ready enough for that. Don't boil me alive. I can see the hive a beat now, Jesus, the leaf place. What does that sound? Oh, it's just a neighbor walking his dog. We can all stop panicking now. One thing that I've always worried about with Rachel is I've caught her on a number of occasions when she thinks I'm asleep. She and my penis have whispering conversations with each other. I can't tell what they're talking about, but I always worry that he's trying to convince her to break up with me. You don't need him. You just need me, baby. Why do I hear boss music? I'm not familiar with that name. When I hear what is that sound, I think, what is that sound? Where is it coming from? All around. What are you running from? Something you don't understand, something you cannot command. How? That's how I know that she's got a new spell. Yeah, that's how I know. The laws of gravity are very, very strict, but you're just bending them for your own benefit. That's a Billy Bragg song. Billy Bragg's pretty active on YouTube. He's still a dumb commie, but gotta respect that man's songwriting. He's written some great songs. His love songs are great, but some of his politics songs are also great, but they're totally wrong, you know. Do I listen to alternative? I guess everything you listen to is an alternative to something. I listen to whatever's good. You like the intensity of the love affair, to be honest? Well, that's what keeps twin flames interacting with one another. It's not compatibility, it's volatility and passion, you know? It's like there's passion and volatility. It's not a healthy kind of passion ultimately.
And like I said, like there's usually like main people in your life who are against the relationship. So even while you're going through this volatility, you don't really have anyone to go to talk about it because
People will just tell you break up with them. You know?
Yeah. Mhm.
So, you know, my main way of discovering or encountering new music is via YouTube. I periodically go on a new music search where I listen to a bunch of songs that I've not heard before, trying to find something good. YouTube's pretty good at suggesting stuff, so you know it's not like I'm hitting the pool of available things with no what do they call that, curation advantage. YouTube does a pretty good job. There are outside issues which have nothing to do with you. She's Israeli, you're Palestinian. It's tough.
I saw something on I think it was Instagram where breaking news, Jewish female says she can't even. I was like, oh man, that's pretty damn spot on.
Well, Hero Lamb, if you want advice, I'd suggest Taylor Swift's song, We Were Both Young. Okay? We were both young and meow, 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 meow.
Meow 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Romeo, please, I don't wanna be alone. Waiting, all you gotta do is want. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. Your love story, baby, just say yes. Have you considered looking to that song for advice, Hero Lamb? Maybe you just tell her, pick out a white dress. This is a love story. A la Taylor Swift. You just gotta ask her dad for permission. She is Muslim. Wow. Wow. That's success, dude. You're gonna run afoul of a lot of resistance, I'm sure. Maybe you should start wearing a burqa. That might earn their respect. Look, like I'm so Muslim that even though I'm not a lady, I still wear a burqa.
You don't want to show too much.
Right. Modesty never goes out of style. That's what they say in Cosmopolitan magazine.
You don't know.
You don't know that Taylor Swift song. Are you serious? Are you cereal? Are you a bowl of cereal right now, Hero Lamb? How could you not know that song?
Do you know any Taylor Swift song?
Do you know the one where one girl wears short skirts and the other wears t-shirts?
Yeah.
And that one's on the cheer squad, the other's in the bleachers. What's cheer captain, I believe, actually.
Yeah.
You're cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers. Okay, well, I'm not going to deny that Taylor Swift's not the curviest person in the world, but that's no reason to call her unattractive.
Yeah.
Don't be mean. Remember, when you insult one cleric, you insult all clerics.
I think she is.
You know. Don't be sassy, you know? It's like women are beautiful. Don't be mean to them.
Oh, such a good message. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, you know, I don't think she's a ghoul. A ghoul.
A ghoul? No way! Oh my god, she's so far from a ghoul. Come on.
I think if you're going to direct your negative energy towards somebody, you'd be wise to trust Rachel's intuition and for no reason dislike Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
If you're going to dislike someone for no reason, you'd be wiser to just go with Rachel's intuition on this. I'm not sure why she has so much against Travis Kelce, but she clearly does not like the guy.
Yeah, like, I don't know what it is. It's his overexposure. Like, I don't like the fact that he was on a dating show. Like, I really don't like that he was on a dating show. And he was on the show and he literally, like, went to his parents or a friend or someone close and was like, I'm not attracted to any of these women. Like, and he still went on to choose someone at the end. And, like, the girl's not knowing that he's not interested. Like, they're on the show thinking, oh, like, I'm gonna be, like, dating Travis Kelce after this. And he was just like, I have no interest. Like, it's not happening. Like, I'll choose someone at the end, but, you know.
You actually know.
Yeah.
Well, he shouldn't have gone on the show then.
Right?
Here's the thing here, Lamb. It's natural for people who are SI types to write songs about their life, okay? She's no exception. It's not like she's naming names. Joseph Thompson, you sucked ass.
Yeah.
She's singing songs like I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
Yeah.
That's not bad. She's singing songs like we were never, ever getting back together. That's not bad. You know.
That's it. Like,
cut the girl some slack.
Yeah, like Johnny writes songs about his relationships. Basically all his songs are about relationships.
Right. And yet, because of the way he writes them, it's not like he's being unfair to past partners. I think that's probably true for Taylor Swift as well.
Yeah.
He's better than me. And everything I'm not. He's everything I'm not.
Oh
God, it fucking hurts because I'm not like other guys. I'm worse. These are some cool pants, thanks. They're called jeans.
They're modesty pants.
I made them out of denim. Yeah, they're modesty jeans. They go all the way down to the ground, all the way up to the top. So, you know, That's where you guys can't see my junk when I'm sitting here.
I'm so glad now you're not calling your penis your chode.
Oh, that's a lesson on the importance of vocabulary, right?
Or at least like some like
Verifying things. Somebody at some point must have told me that, and I didn't verify it.
if she's ESFJ, there's like very little chance that she'll like abandon her like religion.
I'm bored listening to this while my roommate, probably ENFJ, gossips on the phone about literally every person imaginable. Imagine being like this. Maybe she's ESFJ.
Oh.
Are you
Oh, I didn't
are you
read
bored
the
listening to the gossip, or are you bored listening to this while listening to the gossip concurrently? Because if you're bored listening to both of them concurrently, then I would suggest you have a very high requirement for information streams. You need a lot of stimulation, a lot of words coming at you. From if you need more than two people's words coming at you at once, you are very much ADHD. Hmm. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad to be able to distract you. If in fact we are, for the moment anyway. Now let's see what's on TV as far as sports go today. Well, at 4:30, the Sacramento Kings are playing the San Antonio Spurs. I'm not a fan of the Sacramento Kings. See if there's any. There is. There are a couple of college football games on today. University of South Florida is playing the University of Texas at San Antonio, I guess. UTSA. Is that what UTSA is? The UTSA Roadrunners. It'll be in the Alamo Dome in Texas. So that does suggest that it's University of Texas San Antonio. They're 7-3, 6-0 in conference. This is a conference game, and UTSA could easily enough win the conference. Probably by winning this game, I would guess. What conference is this? That might be an interesting game. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., there are a few interesting games coming on. That could, potentially interesting games. If Maryland were to push Michigan, that would be an interesting game. There's the matchup predictor give Michigan a 90% chance of winning, but if Maryland could keep it close late, that would be very exciting. If Maryland could pull the upset. Their last 5 games, though, they beat Nebraska. They got whooped by Penn State. They lost to Northwestern by 6 points. They lost to Illinois by 3 points. Then they got beat by 20 by Ohio State. Well, things don't get any easier for the Terps. They got to play Michigan this weekend. That'd be fun if they could make it close, But Michigan just frankly dominated Penn State, and Penn State blew out Maryland, so by the commutative property. Also at 9 a.m. on Saturday, Alabama, one-loss Alabama is facing UTC, 7-3. UTC is given a 1% chance of winning this game. It's the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga Moccasins. Chattanooga is an FCS team, so they're not eligible for bowls. They play in the football championship series. They might need to beat Alabama to make it into the playoffs in the FCS. That's an interesting game, A lot of interesting things going on in football these days. One of the less interesting things going on in football tomorrow is the USC UCLA game, as both teams are carrying 4 losses into the game. Boo! But imagine waking up thinking only about who is dating who, what drama someone has, guess who got arrested, guess who had a breakup, OMG, etc. Meanwhile, this person sits around doing absolutely fuck all with their life and they only worry about others. From an FI perspective, it's absolutely pathetic. Well, to each their own. Here I am. I try not to judge too much. Full scoreboard. Show me the full football scoreboard. I want to start with Friday's games. Don't start with Saturday. Where's Friday? Oh, I see. I've got it set to only show the top 25. Show all of FBS. Show it all. Show it all to me. Every last bit of it. South Florida, UTSA tonight. Colorado, Washington State tonight. Kind of an interesting game. Saturday, we got Louisville, Miami is also on at 9 a.m. That should be an interesting game. Rutgers, Penn State. Rutgers couldn't beat Iowa. I'm assuming they can't beat Penn State. So you got Oklahoma, BYU. BYU might pull an upset there, but it wouldn't be shocking. But Oklahoma's only ranked 14th anyway, so it wouldn't be a big deal. They're already carrying 2 losses. It'd be a surprise, but there's an interesting game between SMU and Memphis, both of whom are 8-2, unranked, but 9 a.m. That should be an interesting game. SMU is favored by 9 points. Let's see. And there's the 11 a.m. game with James Madison, whose recent promotion to FBS from SCS means they are not eligible for a bowl game ridiculously this year, but are 10-0 undefeated. At 11:30, a very interesting Pac-12 matchup between Utah and Arizona. Both of them are 7-3. Arizona's a hot team. They squeaked by, I guess it was Colorado last. I wouldn't have guessed this after the first couple weeks of the season. Arizona's ranked higher than Utah, 17/22. Good for them. Good for the Wildcats. At noon, well, at 12:30, there's a very potentially interesting game between Georgia and Tennessee. Now, I don't expect Tennessee to give Georgia nearly as much trouble as, say, Missouri did a couple of weeks ago. But Tennessee at 7-3, ranked 18th at home. If they can keep it close towards the end, you never know. They could pull off a shocker, knock off number 1 Georgia, and throw the whole country into tumult. That would be interesting for sure.
You know what?
What's that, darling?
The question I've answered, what's the biggest scandal from the 90s you can remember?
Uh-huh.
Ours got 10 likes.
That's fantastic, darling. I'm very, very pleased to hear that.
That's like the most.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now at 12:30 tomorrow, after noon, a very meaningful game in the Mountain West between UNLV and Air Force. Depending on how that goes down, that will make Fresno State's game more or less meaningful. Fresno State unfortunately has two losses in the Mountain West, having lost to San Jose State, who have just caught fire after a rough beginning of the season and are just playing lights out right now. San Jose State is like the best five-loss team in the country by far. Um, but Fresno State still technically has a chance to win the conference, so that's nice. At 1 o'clock is Oregon versus Arizona State. I'm assuming Oregon's not going to stumble there. They're the highest ranked one-loss team, appropriately, I think. Uh, let's see. Number 4, Florida State plays at 3:30, but they're playing North Alabama. Should be a cakewalk for them. The big game, Stanford versus Cal, comes on at 3:30, but of little interest to anyone this year. Both teams, as usual, carry a losing record into the game. Cal is favored by 7. Kansas State, Kansas at 4 p.m. looks like an interesting game. Both teams ranked, both teams 7 and 3, ranked 21 and 25 respectively. Then the best game of the day, once again, is a Pac-12 game, Washington versus Oregon State. Crazily, insanely, Washington at Oregon State, number 5, undefeated Washington, is the underdog against number 11, 8-2 Oregon State. So let's look at that game a little bit. Let's take a gander at it. Okay? Let's take a good long look at it and see what we're seeing here. We're talking about an Oregon State team that lost to Arizona and Washington State by a total of 6 points. Now, you're looking at a Washington team that beat Arizona by 7. It didn't play Washington State. Washington State is their last game of the year. That's the Apple Cup. It's on Saturday, November 25th, their last regular season game of the year. But the last chance that they have realistically of losing a game probably is tomorrow at Oregon State, 4:30. That should be an interesting game. According to the percentage thing, Washington has a 52.5% chance of winning. But according to the spread, Oregon State is favored at Oregon State, by 1 point. The over-under is 62.5. That seems about right for this game. Washington tends to score a lot of points, but Oregon State chews the clock well. So that's really the game of the day, if you ask me. Let's see what's going on here. This trusting between Akai's MPC Live 2 and Ableton's Live Push 3. My old MacBook is getting crusty. Maybe you should stop eating so much bread in front of it so it gets so crusty. So, Florida is playing Missouri, 4:30 p.m. Missouri should win that game. They're the highest ranked 2-loss team, I believe, Missouri is. You got a 9-1 Texas, 7th ranked Texas playing against Iowa State at 5 o'clock. These are all like potential slip-up games for some of the big squads. Then at 7:30, if you want to see the best 5-loss team in the country, San Jose State, I would guess, will wallop San Diego State. San Jose State is 14.5-point favorites. The over-under is only 48.5, but probably most of those points are expected to come from San Jose State. And San Jose State still has a chance to win the Mountain West, insanely enough. So all that's very exciting stuff. Very, very exciting stuff. We're all pleased to hear it. Hi, Chris Jenga. How you doing? I hope you're doing as well as can be. I hope you're doing so swell that you forget how to pee. I guess this thing is done. Well, the best time to party is always either now or later. It's never going to be before. The red lip or green sweater question answered. The conflict with living in your head rent free. Well, that delights me, Rachel, that's the sort of thing you're worrying about. It means you're safe, you're happy, you're content. If you're worried about that sort of thing. Meanwhile, I'm worried about world peace. Okay? When is the best time to party? The best time to party is now. When is the best time to party? The best time to party is now. Oh, let's party. P-A-R-T-Y. Let's party. P-A-R-T-Y. I like to party all the time, from the first sign of light to the 5 o'clock chime. You know who else likes to party all the time? My girl. My girl likes to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. That's something Eddie Murphy and I have in common. Is our girls and the frequency with which they like to party. Well, sure. Because who else likes to party besides my girl? Miami Sound Machine. Rachel, was Miami Sound Machine the band responsible for Come on, everybody, let's do that conga. No, okay, what's up? Any longer?
If it starts with Gloria Stefan, I believe that.
Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine. Let's see. Was Gloria Estefan in Miami Sound Machine? Yes, it's called Gloria Estefan and Miami Sound Machine.
It is.
Mm-hmm. And they're responsible for the song Conga, as well as a hit song featured in Top Gun in 1986, Hot Summer Nights. I'm Casey Kasem. Why did the mushroom go to the party? Because he was a fun guy? Yes, I've heard that joke before, Ridmus. It's gonna take a lot to take me away from you. Is that one of the lyrics from that song, Heroine? I hope so. Oh, that's a different song. I now understand what you're referencing, Heroine. It's gonna take a lot to take me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I meow 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 meow. Yeah. It is full of meows, meows, and miggities. So now that I live here in a rural community, a farming community, I want to write my new autobiography, My Life with Figures and Grapists.
Okay, I have something for you.
Yes? Is it a fig or a grape? Oh, there's TV on top of my head.
Yeah, and it says, which character are you?
I'm Mo. Good. Man.
You're not Mo.
The sound of laughing children cuts through me like a rusty knife. One of Mo's lines. I can't do a good Mo imitation, but one of the things he said in an episode of The Simpsons. Not you. You hit that little vape thing a little heavier than is necessarily comfortable for your lungs. It would get you in the head, you know? Right where you want it. Right in the old noggin. There's some neighbors walking by. I'll let you look at them if you want. You're gonna go up there. This will be exciting for you. So anyway, when you experience enough excitement, you're just like, I can't take any more excitement, then just switch to a more boring live stream, I guess, because things just get ever more compelling from this point forward. Seems like they maybe know the neighbors. At least well enough to say hi to them while walking by. So there you go. You got to see the neighbors walking by. It was pretty exciting for you. You're not going to try to deny that. I get it. There. That's a good chest clearing cough. It's the kind of cough you don't take home to mother. Please, my darling. I wiped off the seat mostly with my butt. If you want to wipe it more, I can wipe it more.
I was gonna say I could sit on the other one.
Oh, I don't want you to get dust on you.
Thank you.
My precious princess. Let there be no pee beneath your pillow.
Oh, thank you. It looks like it's ready for rain.
Yeah, it does. And for me to start practicing my Santa baby choreography.
Let's see it.
Santa baby.
You're doing such a good job. I think the better idea is like for the holidays for you to do the Santa baby.
Well, I think this is one of the moves you have to do is
Yeah.
this one. You
Oh
know.
my god.
You might call that the shimmy.
We had the most in my grammar school anyway. So like grammar school didn't run K through 12. That's a really
It's
that's
because it's a
great.
private school.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a public school.
So in my grammar school we had like the least like sexy outfits that you could have. Like you were mandated to wear black shoes, black nice shoes, black pants, a white button-down shirt, and like a bow tie.
Wow. It's not like the elementary school kids at the school did.
That's true.
It was the high school chorus, which despite technically being co-ed, had nothing but girls in it.
Oh my god. It's just like a brew for trouble.
Right, and they all had, as part of their costumes, this like Santa coat thing that went down to like here and nothing else.
Oh my god, that's basically the Victoria's Secret show. Like
probably they had like modesty shorts underneath or something.
Sure, I think they probably did.
You couldn't really see, you know.
No,
because
yeah.
the coat was buttoned down.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And of course, the more buxom of them.
Oh my god,
unbuttoned
no!
the
That is
the
so
top.
inappropriate!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sliding down the
Yeah. No. Oh my god, they're so bad. Damn. I didn't get exposed to any of that. Well, I mean, like, the girls would dress up like that on, like, a daily basis. Like, so, like, that bothered me. The chorus, like, I don't remember.
Well, you know, of course, high schools are tasked with this impossible task of policing young ladies who, while also empowering them with feminist messages.
That is really difficult.
like, you're gonna have the vice principal say you need to have a longer skirt, young lady. The young lady's gonna say either you perv or you oppressive fascist.
Yeah, of course.
Free the nipple.
Of course. I mean, if I were on the other side of that, so like I got I was at a but like I wasn't at school when this happened, but I get that as a I totally get both like
You were in a mental hospital?
no. So I went to a mental health convention and I had a sweater that was backless and someone got offended by it and like told on me basically, and they were like
Put on more clothes.
yeah, they like said like they were like she should change, and I'm like and to myself I was like, if they think this is like inappropriate, like I'm not sure what I have that is appropriate. Not that I was showing boobs or anything, but like I couldn't wear the stuff that I wore the night before because I had bad SI and it smelled. And the sweater that I had on, I only packed for like 2 days. I didn't so I felt bad and I went shopping. I went to H&M and I got like clothes that were like appropriate. And like the people who like ran the convention like came up to me and they were like, we're so sorry, like you did not deserve that at all. Like they're really cool about it. Because I wasn't trying to start anything, but yeah, so clothing is a thing. But when it comes to with high school students, it's even more of a thing.
Yeah.
Policing that is definitely difficult.
Well, unfortunately, I don't work in that industry anymore.
Yeah, that is fortunate. $14 YouTubers. Let's go to 7 now.
Yeah, well, I think it's about time to wrap it up. We've been streaming for a while. I'm ready to possibly move on to, I don't know, watching some TV or something else incredibly demanding like that. So, I think now's the time as any to call it. Thanks for being here, everybody. We love you. See you later.
Bye.